Old Elm Speaks, Tree Poems by Christine O'Connell George, illustrated by Kate Kiesler. Oak's Introduction. I've been wondering when you'd notice me standing here. I've been waiting, watching you grow taller. I have grown too. My branches are strong. Step closer. Let's see how high you can climb. Bud. A tiny velveteen satchel, the color of pale cream, is perched on the tip of this bare branch. Snap open the clasp and you will find inside this tiny valise one rolled and folded, neatly packed leaf. Hide and go seek. Little sister thinks that tree will hide her. It is slender, she is wider. I pretend not to see a very odd tree with an elbow and a knee. Celebration. Wait here a minute. I'll bring your gifts, ribbons for your branches, buckets of water, and a wheelbarrow of mulch. Happy Arbor Day. Miss Willow. I was spending a delicious spring afternoon trailing my slim green leaves in the still cool waters, gazing at my loveliness, such elegance, such perfection, when along came Heron, who landed in the middle of my glorious reflection. Splash! Tree traffic. Major tree traffic today, commuters in both directions, rippling up and down, tails unfurled. The treeway is heavily squirreled. Bridge. This tree across the stream is a trickier bridge than it may seem. Quickly skipping or slow slip tiptoe, it's a wet and mossy, often soggy crossing. No breakfast. The only leaves left grow on the highest branches. The deer walk away. Beaver Dam. Do you see gnawed trees piled up like trash? Did you see a quick brown flash? Did you hear a splash? Must be that architectural team with another scheme to redesign the stream. Maple shoot in the pumpkin patch. Remember me? I helicoptered past your kitchen window last fall, then hovered over your pumpkin patch. I had traveled far on the wind that day, spinning the whole entire way. I really hadn't planned to stay, only wanted to look around, lay my dizziness down, rest a moment on the ground. No wind came to carry me aloft. The dirt was sweet and soft. I guess I must have dozed off. Treehouse. My tree horse shakes his rustling green mane, arches his neck, plunges his head down, whinnies sharply. His taut muscles strain. I hold on tightly as he rears up. We leap into the wind, vaulting toward sky. At night. At night, when a branch scratches against the screen, I lie in bed listening as my tree whispers, night is happening outside your window. Tree's place. Tree has staked its claim, anchoring itself firmly to earth. Tree owns this place in the universe. Within this space, all belongs to tree. Turf, shaft of air, even slices of sun. Tree will not step aside for anyone. Tree stands its ground. When you meet tree, you must go around. Fly fishing in the Crystal River. I hitch up my waders, step into the cold river, let out some line, gather up the slack, pull my rod back, snap my wrist, and catch a pine. Leaving Woods Lake, Colorado. I have it all planned. The pines will ride in the back seat with the windows down, the lake and the rowboats in the front. I'll sit in the middle between the squirrels and the dinner bell. I'll lash the log cabin with the red gingham curtains to the roof. I'll carry the columbine in my lap. My brothers will ride home in the trunk. Sketchbook on easel. Slowly, the wind lifted pages of the artist's sketchbook so the birds in the tree could see. Between two trees. Summer fills the empty space between two trees with a hammock. Knotholes. I'm glad that our new fence came from a tree with lots and lots of knotholes. Not for naught are these knotholes, because if there were not lots of knotholes, I could not peer through and spy on you. Poaching. The neighbor's fruit tree has come to visit, bringing ripe plums for dessert. Cooperation. Since there are 2 horses and only 1 tree in the pasture, an agreement was made to share this narrow strip of shade. So Molly and Ed, both rather plump, stand side by side, muzzle to rump, rump to muzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle. Kings Canyon. There is a doorway into this ancient sequoia that is just the right size for me to step inside. I hear its heartbeat. I breathe tree. Lullaby. Tree sighs softly as the birds patter about, her heavy old branches settling down, tucking their heads beneath their wings. She waits until dusk has shadowed her leaves, and when she's sure she's heard that last soft cheep, she rocks her birds to sleep. This blue spruce. This blue spruce arrived today in a coffee can, a scrawny sprig of prickles. Someday it will grow taller than the house. Someday this blue spruce will scratch sky. Autumn. All summer long, trees studied the sun to learn the secret of her fire. First, they practiced tracing sunset rays along their ribs in colors remembered from hot summer days. Now their chants on center stage, they rage yellow, gold, red, setting the hills ablaze. Storm. Last night wind howled, lightning cracked. Before the thunder's boom, we heard a crash. Our tallest tree had snapped and lay across the lawn, a schooner's mast tossed by wild waves in an ocean of grass. This morning, all that I can see is a lot more sky and a broken tree. Street tree. All day long I stand here on the street, neatly clipped, a round-headed shape. Minding my manners, I know my proper place. I don't spill leaves, never dribble sap. So meek and polite, no one knows that. When all the cars go home, when I'm standing here alone, I dream wild. I am forest. Destiny. Some trees will become grandfather clocks, carousel horses, grand pianos, podiums, or front porches, totem poles or cathedral doors with intricate latches. Others, pencils, toothpicks, or ordinary kitchen matches. Avalanche. 1,000 pines are sprawled like broken toys, snapped like toothpicks by the crushing mass of snow that pounded down the steep mountain. They tell me it was over in minutes, a forest that took a century to grow. gone in a roar of enormous thunder of snow. Broken string. The winter shows me how cleverly the trees have captured wayward kites. Old Elm Speaks. It is as I told you, young sapling. I will take autumns of patience before you snag your first moon.